This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Man, the myth, the legend that is Alain Poupart. And before we get to that, Kevin Lee, thank you, sir, for a little love on the super chat. He says, Big O, ready for 7-7 this weekend, and those wings on Sunday feel like an eternity since a Finns game. Ready to see us continue this historic run. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you. And will this run continue in a historic fashion there, Mr. Poupart? Will it be 6 in a row on Sunday?
Yeah, be hard to think it won't be. I mean, they're playing the Jets, and the Jets, who are offensively challenged to begin with against this really good Dolphins defense, without Elijah Moore, without Corey Davis. Apparently, they're getting Michael Carter back, but I don't think Michael Carter alone is going to be enough to make a difference. And I can just imagine what Flo and Josh Boyer have in store for young Zach Wilson and how they're going to mess with his mind. This guy's a whole bunch of stuff, come after him hard, and it's not like he hasn't shown a propensity for making mistakes. So,
like every young quarterback.
Well, some more than others. I mean, there are young quarterbacks who handle that kind of stuff better than others, and who are less prone to mistakes. And Zach Wilson, if anything has stood out from his rookie season, is that he's got a ways to go.
He's a gunslinger, but remember, he's a gunslinger type, so it's a little harder for guys like that where Tua plays the game with more discipline, so he'll make less of those kind of mistakes. So it's just one of those things, man. It's two different types of players that you're coaching.
No question. And here's what I would tell you, though, is the type of quarterback that Tua would do a lot better against a Brian Flores or even a Bill Belichick coach team than a guy like Zach Wilson. So
yeah,
to me, I don't think the Jets are much of a threat to score a lot of points. So unless things go completely haywire, either in the kicking game or with turnovers, which I don't anticipate because the Dolphins are not taking a lot of chances lately. This got W written all over it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I like the Dolphins this week to make it 6 in a row. But then again, Jets Dolphins, dude, the history is full of those games that the Dolphins were supposed to lose and they won, and the Jets were supposed to lose and they won. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sad part about it, because when we talk about divisional games, I know it's so cliche-ish, but it is incredibly true. You got to throw all that crap out the window sometimes with divisional games.
Yeah. Again, and I'm one of those
I know.
who looks at those funky things like that, and I can't.
I know.
I just cannot envision for the life of me the Jets. I think if the Jets score 10 points on offense in that game, it would surprise me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there, man. I'm with you. So it's just, it's amazing. All right. I would imagine we don't have anything yet on the running backs, right? But by tomorrow we are. Is it Thursday and Friday we need 2 negatives, or is it Friday and Saturday they can get a negative and then be cleared? How does that go with the NFL?
I know it's definitely at least Friday and Saturday, and I'm trying to remember. And those COVID rules are so complicated.
No.
If I told you I know them all by heart, I'd be lying. I'm not even so sure that you can't have a positive test Sunday morning and be able to play. So, but yeah, it'll probably come down to the weekend. What I can tell you about the running back situation is Malcolm Brown is back at practice. Now he's still on IR. That doesn't mean he's going to be activated for the game, but it opens up that possibility. And it's interesting. Brian Flores this morning in his media session was saying, "Hey, well," because he was asked about like replacing the running game with short passing game. He goes, "Oh, well, we'll have a running game. We'll have running backs back there." And I can't imagine they'll go into the game without at least 3 of them. One of them is going to be Duke Johnson, and to me, it's going to be either Brown and one of the 2 guys on the practice squad. And if Brown's not ready to come back for a game yet, then it would be the 2 practice squad guys who are right now Jared Dokes and Dexter Williams, a newcomer from Notre Dame.
Well, somebody was asking me about the running, but who's going to be the running back, and I'm like, don't worry, it doesn't really matter who the running back is, because they're not really going to run a lot and they're not going to make much of an impact behind that line. The only important thing about the running back is that he can block. And we had Cameron Wolf on earlier, and he mentioned that he felt Brown was the best blocker out of the group. So if you at least get that, that's really all I want my running back for right now with the Dolphins. Because behind that line, dude, unless it's Barry Sanders or Ricky Williams or something, those ultimate erasers, there's no guy like that on this team. There's very few guys like that in the league that can do something like that. So for me, I just want the Dolphin back that can block and protect Tua. You agree?
Well, I'll add a couple of things. Don't give me the big negative run. Don't give me a -5 yards because you're trying to make too much happen. And don't fumble.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
Basic stuff. Because they're going to average 3 yards per carry.
Right.
And frankly, again against the Jets, they're not going to need a whole lot more than that. So.
Right. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, exactly. Just don't turn it over and block, and you'll be just fine against the Jets because I think Tua and company will do it. And plus, I think you nailed it. I think this is one of those weeks where the defense scores a touchdown. I think they come up with some points in a game like this because you're right. They're going to attack that kid amoeba style, and his head's going to be spinning.
My head's about to spin from that win thing here. No question. Yeah, I think they're going to be coming at him. I would expect, let's say this is the week Andrew Van Ginkel actually gets to the quarterback. In addition to just getting a lot of pressure, I can easily see a couple of sacks from him, a strip sack, and then somebody picks it up and runs it back. Or Wilson decides my arm is good enough. I'm going to test X, like on a deep slant or whatever, and the X decides, no, I'll take that from you, and pick six coming right up. So yeah, absolutely. I could see a defensive touchdown in this game.
Well, the good thing is they should have Parker again, right? So, and Parker got an extra week to rest after playing. So at least now, with Mac Hollins, with Parker, along with Waddle and Gesicki, I mean, you're going into the game with pretty good weapons overall, at least through the air.
No question. And just a quick note on Parker, and so fans don't freak out when they see he's not practicing today. It's a veteran rest day. Taking care of his body type of deal. But yeah, all expectations that he'll be in the lineup again. And yeah, with him, Gesicki, Waddle, passing game should be fine. And that's going to be more than enough for the Dolphins to win this game.
All right. So what else? Are there any other concerns we should have going into this game on the injury front?
Not really. I mean, the only concerns there are is the COVID issues, including Javon Holland. I mean, it'd be a nice piece to have back there because he's very important to what they do. To what they do on defense with his blitzing and his coverage. But even if he's not there, the hope is that Brandon Jones comes back after missing the last 2 games to start with Eric Rowe at safety. If he can,
that's who you would play at free. You would play Eric Rowe at free. You think that's who they're going to end up playing?
If Holland doesn't play, absolutely.
Okay.
And then if Jones can't play, then they bring up Sheldrick Redwine from the practice squad, and he'll be back there. And again, if Elijah Moore and Corey Davis were in the lineup, I might be a little concerned about Holland not being in the game. But I mean, Jamison Crowder would be the Jets' most dangerous receiver, and he's a slot guy. So
he's a good player. I like him.
He's a good player, but I mean, how much damage can he do by himself in the passing game?
No, he can't do a ton of damage. But I like him professionally. I think he's
very solid.
He's a hell of a solid player. I'm with you there. Any changes are you anticipating at all on offense or defense or anything? Right, pretty much the same group we're going to see. Correct.
I see same group, and I had a lot of my Twitter followers ask me if any new wrinkles they might bring in after the bye. And look, they've won 5 in a row with the formula that served them really, really well last year. It's going to be conservative on offense, let the defense win the games, and play complementary football like that. Don't take too many risks offensively, and especially for the game against the Jets, that's all they're going to need to do. Maybe now if we're talking New Orleans, Tennessee, or New England at the end of the season, then maybe at that point they may need to do some different things offensively, take more risks, more shots down the field, maybe a trick play here or there. But again for the Jets game, as was the case for the Giants game. They didn't need to do a whole lot, and they still got a comfortable win.
Let me ask you something boring that most people don't care about, but I got to give the kid some love because he didn't start off well, and now he's kicking absolute ass. The punter for the Dolphins, dude. He didn't start off well. You were kind of like, hey, this may not have been a good decision. And then the kid turned it on, I want to say about maybe 6 weeks ago, something like that. And he has been, I don't know about the stats, but he's got to be one of the better punters in the AFC right now the last month.
Over the last month, absolutely. And it's funny because he won AFC Special Teams Player of the Week for his last game. And the game before that, it might have been better. So, no, he's really come on. I mean, he's given them like big, long punts when they've needed it. He's been really good at the high kicks inside the 20. No, he's like you said, he didn't start off very well. And it was like, okay, why did they make the switch again?
Yes.
But now you can see why the guy's been. And again, while his role in the winning streak is very, very minimal compared to so many other things, that's a factor as well. He's helped with the field position.
Oh, no, he's changed. No, he's flipped the field, dude. No, he has helped. No, punters help, bro. I mean, that's the we can't be ignorant thinking that punters don't help. Punters help, man. They can really move the field for you. And when you're playing the kind of defense Miami's playing, and with a punter like that, that becomes even more dangerous because when he pins you and he gets you inside that 5 or 10, the way Miami's playing, man, that you're close to forcing a turnover there. But I got to give the kid some love. Parladay, right? Parlay, how's it pronounced?
Pillardy,
that's it.
He's not a kid. He's been in the league 5 years.
Did he? Well, I know, but for me, he's probably
he was with Carolina.
Has he mentioned what the hell happened, where the light went on for him at all? Okay. All right.
No, and I asked him specifically that question when he spoke to us after he won the AFC award. And again, this is not terribly shocking coming from a Dolphin player, but I've been doing the same thing. He did admit he's hitting the ball more consistently, but nothing has changed. It was interesting though that early in the year, the Dolphins brought in another punter for a workout as they do like every once in a while on a Tuesday. And it wasn't that long after that, all of a sudden he started like really putting well. Actually, in fact, it was after, as I remember, it was after one of his rare good games early in the season. And they brought in a punter to work out. And I'm thinking, boy, the timing is weird because he just had his first good game of the year. And now they bring in somebody to work out. And he had a couple more like kind of so-so games. And then all of a sudden it clicked and lately he's punting like a champ.
He is, man. I got to give the kid love. He has become a weapon. That's kind of the way I look at him now. Now I don't look at it as a weakness. I don't look at it like I'm nervous about him punting now, whatever. Now I look at him like, all right, kid, do your thing, bro. Pin them, flip that field. And he's exactly been doing that. All right, my brother, we will catch up with you on Sunday. What are you working on SI so folks can check you out?
Well, I have a couple of things that are on there. I mean, today's going to be a whole lot of news stuff, including the Dolphins have a new player. They had a new guy at practice, a DB who was wearing number 10, which is kind of weird to see. We'll get more info. We don't know exactly who he is just yet. We'll get more info on him later on. We'll have the injury report and all that it entails. And I already have on the site also, yesterday I looked at the Dolphin Pro Bowl possibilities, players who are deserving of at least being, talked about. And then I'm going to re-up today. I did a ranking the reasons behind the turnaround. And also had another one that we're just talking about the turnaround in general with this stat that completely amazed me when I dug it up, which is that during those 5 games, the Dolphins have trailed only twice, never in the second half, and never by more than 3 points.
Wow.
I mean, they have played with the lead throughout the winning streak.
Well, that's when that defense is at its best. When it's playing with the lead, it is a vicious defense when it's playing with the lead. Because it's forcing you to pass, and now you're playing into their strengths. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, I'm with you there. So, always good stuff. Make sure you bookmark his SI page. Every Dolphin on the planet needs to bookmark his SI page and visit him there. And make sure you follow him on Twitter at Poupart NFL. He is Alain Poupart. Alain, as always, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you immensely. Talk to you on Sunday.
Enjoy the rest of your week. Speak to you after the game.
You got it. There you go. Alain Poupart with our Sports Grill Miami Dolphins Insider Report.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.